What happens when the people who are supposed to save you decide to watch you die instead? This isn't a horror movie plot. It's a true, dark chapter of American history. It all started in 1932 in Macon County, Alabama. The United States Public Health Service, in collaboration with the Tuskegee Institute, launched what they called the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male. They recruited 600 impoverished African American men, most of whom were sharecroppers. 399 of these men had syphilis, while the other 201 served as a control group. The men were told they were being treated for bad blood, a local term for a variety of ailments. They were promised free medical exams, free meals, and burial insurance in exchange for their participation. But this promise was a devastating lie. The men were never told they had syphilis and were never actually treated for it. The real goal of the study wasn't to heal them, but to observe the natural progression of the disease if left completely untreated. The researchers saw these men not as patients, but as walking subjects for a long-term experiment. They performed painful and sometimes dangerous procedures like spinal taps, framing them as special treatments. The most horrifying part of this story comes in the 1940s. By 1947, penicillin had become the standard, widely available, and effective cure for syphilis. The researchers knew this. They had the cure in their hands, but instead of providing it to the men they had sworn to care for, they made a conscious, deliberate decision to withhold it. They went to extreme lengths to prevent the men from getting treatment from other sources. They even provided local doctors with a list of the participants, instructing them not to treat these specific men. They wanted to continue their study to see the full, brutal effects of the disease ravage the human body, all the way to autopsy. For 25 more years after the cure was found, these men suffered. Many went blind, developed mental health problems, or suffered severe heart damage. They unknowingly passed the disease to their wives, who then passed it to their children at birth. Dozens of men died directly from syphilis, and many more from related complications. Their families were torn apart by a disease that could have been easily cured. The study didn't end because the researchers had a change of heart. It ended because it was exposed. In 1972, a whistleblower named Peter Buxton, who was a social worker with the Public Health Service, leaked the story to an Associated Press reporter, Jean Heller. The resulting public outrage was immense and immediate. Finally, after 40 long years of deception and suffering, the study was terminated. In the aftermath, a settlement of $10 million was reached, and the remaining survivors and their families finally received the medical treatment they had been promised for decades earlier. This tragedy led to major changes in U.S. law and regulations on the protection of human subjects in studies, leading to the establishment of institutional review boards, or IRBs. The Tuskegee Study is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of racism in medicine and the abuse of power. It shows how easily trust can be broken and why ethical oversight is so critically important. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into history.